Hey everybody, Russ here. Thanks for connecting today, and if you like what you see, please share.
I was like, what am I doing with my life? So I had to just walk away. I just mic dropped it, walked off the stage, drove 500,000 people to my personal blog and said goodbye.
Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. Today's episode brought to you by H&R Block of Albany, Corvallis, Lebanon, and Kaiser. Also, if you're looking for a major league burger, come to Shortstop Hamburgers, Shakes, and Fries in Albany, Oregon. Hello everybody, Russ here with another episode of Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. So excited to be with you again today, and today we have a great guest, Derren with Social Sensei, and he is going to pronounce his last name for me because I don't want to destroy it, but a very dynamic young man doing incredible things in social media, and so we want to talk about that a little bit today. But first, I want to remind you, my name is Russ Hedge. I am coach and motivational speaker, and I love to help people connect. You can connect with me on my website at russhedge.com, and that has links to all of my social media and information all about me, and I would love to help you out. So that's russhedge.com. And without any further ado, we're going to jump straight ahead and talk to Derren. Derren, how's it going?
Man, it's going great. It's really going great.
So pronounce your last name for me again.
Yeah, so my last name is Armenian, so it's Derren Ohanian.
Okay, there you go. That's it. That's why I let you say it. Okay.
No
And
relation to the Kardashians.
so you were quite the world traveler. And I would just want you first just to give us a little bit about where you've come from and give us a little bit of your story.
Yeah, absolutely. So born and raised 17 years in San Francisco, California, in the heart of the city, right off of Golden Gate Street, and was raised in public school. So I went through a lot of public school, got through a lot of the trials and tribulations of growing up, I guess, in the city life of San Francisco, but beautiful melting pot of culture, a lot of different spices and flavors that I got to experience, which kind of led me down a really interesting path in my life. I started my first business when I was 20 with my partner at the time. It was called DNA Imagery. We did love, passion, photos was our tagline. It was a creative agency to spice up and do digital art on people's photos and things like that. That would take 10 hours to do back then. Now it takes 1 second with a click of a finger on an Instagram app. It's
Right.
amazing what technology can do now. And then we evolved from there. I created another company called SB Nightlife. The tagline shifted to work hard, party harder. We threw a lot of parties, a lot of events. We expanded to 5 cities, 100 employees. I didn't make a dime because I had no idea what I was doing. I was 24 years old. I had 500,000 people come to my website. Didn't know how to leverage it at all. Ended up completely atomic bombing, nuclear exploding that company by just walking away because I said, I was drunk like 28 out of 29 days. And I was like, my body can't handle this anymore. Like, I'm destroying myself. I woke up I think I was in an elevator in Las Vegas, just disheveled. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? So I had to just walk away. I just mic dropped it, walked off the stage, drove 500,000 people to my personal blog and said goodbye. Didn't care about it all. It was pretty wild. And I actually ended up flying over to Philippines for a year and a half with my partner just to reset. And as I was doing that, the people in the company were trying to get a hold of me and everything. And we weren't turning around. It wasn't coming back. So I lived in island life for a year and a half. I actually lived in the ghetto, the slums. It's called the barangay. It's very similar to the tinfoil slum houses of Brazilian, open sewers, you got cockroaches, all this stuff. I stayed there for about 4 months. I just wanted to experience it. Growing up in America, we're so blessed with everything. Even if you're one of the impoverished people in America that you think you're impoverished, you're doing far, far better than the majority of the world. So I really wanted to experience that and got some beautiful insights and perspectives. There was a guy who was living across the dirt road from me, and it was him, his wife, and his child, and they were living like inside the size of a, master bedroom closet, by American standards. And I remember asking him, I said, "How much money do you make a day? Like, what do you do?" And he stood outside the DMV trying to get people to take a drug test. That's all he did. He just tried to corral them in. He would make $1.50 a day. And I said, "Wow, what do you want to do with your life?" He said, "Nothing." I said, "What do you mean? Like, you don't have any dreams or anything?" He said, "No, I'm perfectly happy and content where I am." I was like, wow. I don't know. Maybe he's a guru. Anyways.
Yeah, totally different in other parts of the world. Hey, well,
Yeah.
let's skip forward to, you did a lot of stuff, and we can talk on that forever
Yeah.
because you're really interesting. But let's jump forward to where you are today after a couple other businesses we talked about, and you've done some incredible things. You started Social Sensei. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, fast forward a couple years, and I realized, like, hey, why am I making a bunch of money for other people building their companies and businesses out? Because we were running a creative agency for 13 years. And we decided, hey, we can just, do this for ourselves. So we took all of our branding expertise and everything like that. We created the Social Sensei. He's got this hashtag beard, the guru thing, and he's a really fun, approachable, hip character to play with. And we've jumped into Instagram influencer marketing and finding a niche, because a lot of agencies are out there working with these high-powered celebrities and things of that nature. So you can go get Beyonce, but you've got to have a budget like Coca-Cola or Pepsi to do that. And so it left this big gap with like the mid-market and small businesses. How can they work in this space of the influencer? So at being an entrepreneur, you see a problem, you go out there and fix it. So we created the solution, and the solution is Social Sensei. And so we really have price points that allow people to get more brand exposure, as well as boost their credibility, because there's this strange thing, this phenomena called social proof, that when people see that you have X amount of followers, they, regardless if you're actually good at what you do or not, hopefully you are, that subconsciously they're going to trust you more. And this is a powerful indicator to get people to, take action on your brand, because there's so many just fake little pop-up stores, Amazon stores, Etsy stores, this and that. And it's like, who's running that thing? We don't really know. So people need to know that other people trust you, other people follow you, and that they can do the same. And it also shows that perhaps you're an expert in your space for whatever target that you're working with. So we found it's very powerful and beneficial. We exploded, within 10 months, we're doing $1 million annual recurring revenue, just bootstrapped from basically $5,000 investment for myself and my brother, which was amazing. But August 2019, Instagram changed their API, basically blocked us from accessing, well, not just us specifically, but everyone in the industry. And so overnight, we lost our business. You can imagine looking at your bank account, $85,000 in a month. Hey, that's looking pretty good. And then the next day, zero. So I was able to keep the ship floating, because as entrepreneurs, again, we adjust, we set sails, the different wave comes, we ride that wave as graceful as we can. And so I wasn't really stressing about it or fretting about it. But we pivoted into social media strategies. We did that for several months, and we started getting some traction. And then COVID happened. So all of our clients lost their businesses, so we lost our business. It's just a comedy of life, I suppose, just one thing after the next. And I know we're all going through this boat together. So,
right.
But again, we just kept on going, just sheer will, determination, and persistence. And we're able to create beautiful partnerships with influencer networks and agencies, and now we have a great network of hundreds of thousands of influencers that we can leverage and work with to help our clients succeed in driving traffic to their accounts. So,
and that's what I find amazing about you, is that you are a king connector. I mean, you are able to, because this podcast is all about how amazing people connect, and you are definitely amazing, because you go from up to down, reconnect, up, down, and really everything that you are in is all about connecting the right people and getting them in that space of influence. And that's incredible.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all about finding the right influencer. So, for instance, if you're a dog treat company, you don't want to go and sell your dog treats to somebody that owns a cat. Like, they're gonna be like, "Why are you spamming me? Like, get out of my face. I got a cat. Like, what are you talking about? Bark treats? I'm not interested in that." But the funny thing is, you do the exact same pitch to somebody that has a dog, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, thank you so much. How did you find me? I was looking for something like this for my dog." And they're in an energy of gratitude. So it's really a lot of the marketing is really boils down to finding your right target audience and having a message that resonates with them. So it's not just selling them consistently over and over, but providing value that actually enhances their lives or enhances their dog's life. So by working with an influencer that has already built an audience up that of dog lovers, it just saves you a ton of time. So
Oh,
now, yeah, you don't have to, like, for instance, traditional advertising, you have to do a bunch of split testing, figure out demographics, this and that. They've already got your demographic right in the back of their palm of their hand. And it's actually can be much cheaper than traditional advertising if you look at it, on a time basis. Like, you're gonna split testing a certain ad might take you 3 to 6 months. Like, how much money are you dumping into that, not yielding real results, when you could just be kind of leapfrogging that whole process because they've whittled out and found a group of people that resonate with dog treats, or dog lovers. So
yeah. Well, in
yeah.
a way, it's simpler than it used to be, in the fact that you find those people that have the niches that are already in the space you want to be in. Then you're busy connecting those people up. And yeah, I think it's actually the power of social media today is phenomenal. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's absolutely mind blowing. We've had people tell us stories. You never know who you're going to meet. Like, 6 degrees of separation. One person might know somebody else that opens up a collaboration, a brand sponsorship, some sort of opportunity, even just an idea. There's all types of scenarios out there that people, are kind of forgetting about because they're getting stuck in their own wheel of business. So whether if it's your zone of genius to be the networker or not, make sure there's someone on the team that's doing community outreach and making sure that direct messages are getting responded to, comments are being responded to, because it's so powerful. People are looking for that authentic connection. A lot of business owners forget that they're looking at follower numbers and they just think that it's a number, but every single number is a person. So, like, let's go back to treating people like people, whether they're on the internet or not, and how can we bring that authentic relation into the digital space? Those are the businesses that I see that are winning.
And that's the big thing today too, is the authentic relationship. They're looking for people that really care about them. And I think a lot of it, today, like you're saying, you want to give people what they want, what they're looking for, and people care about you and you care about them. One of my favorite quotes is John Maxwell: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's a
Mhm.
great quote because that's what it's all about. When you care about other people, then they will care about you.
Mhm.
So listen, believe it or not, we're already winding up. I forgot to mention you are a brand new father, a family man, got a new little one. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you hear wailing in the background, but she's ready
I
to
heard
diaper change again.
yeah, I heard a little bit. Yeah, it's a whole new space for you. You thought you'd conquered everything, and now it's fatherhood.
Yeah, it's a whole, on this journey of climbing this mountain, somehow the mountain just keeps getting taller.
There you go. Well, you keep at it and you keep going forward and upward, and that's awesome for you. So, hey, tell us how we get a hold of Derren. Give us your contact information.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Derren Ohanian, or if you want to follow my artist personality, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Flowing River. Do a lot of poetry, art, dance, music, lots of fun stuff like that. And those are the two best ways to get a hold of me.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I'll make sure and link to those in the show notes so people know how to get in touch with you. And I really appreciate you coming on today. It's been an honor to talk to you, and you are quite a dynamic person and very interesting to talk to.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
You bet. Well, let's stay connected. And thank you again for all of you out there. I appreciate each one of you so much. Really, we want to add value to your life. And hopefully we've done that today. I know Derren has added value to my life. So appreciate each one of you. And if you want to get in touch with me, again, remember russedge.com, and I'll help you get in touch with Derren if you forget his information. And until next time, have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.